Here, have you seen the new Spider-Man movies starring Tom Holland? Anyone? Not yet?
Last year.
Okay. Well, if you've seen the movie, you may have seen the new Aunt May. Oh my God, she's so beautiful, right? Uncle Ben is one lucky guy. Speaking of Uncle Ben, he's had one saying before in the past: "With great power comes great responsibility." Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and valued guests. My name is Kelvin Sugiarto, and I could be called as a second generation Toastmaster in this club after my dad. So, when entering Toastmasters, there's this thing called pathway. Either you pick the path of justice or evil, right? No? Okay.
No.
Well, I picked the path of engaging humor, aka the path of cringe-worthy moments and comedic failure, like right now. Why did I choose this path? I watch a lot of YouTube in my free time. I watch a lot of Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx,
Yes.
Ellen DeGeneres, and
Yes.
what do they have all in common? They're all comedians. And I'm amazed at how they captivate audiences and take command of the stage by laughter and humor. So, in that hope, I wish to do the same as them. So, this is my first formal Toastmaster speech, but in the past, I've also done not Toastmaster, but speech class. I've done speech 101 class on my campus. I've done it a few semesters ago, and if you ask, I completely nailed the class. I freaking aced it. You can take my word for it, but don't look at my GPA, okay? So at the end of that semester, the lecturer came up to me. He said to me, "Kelvin, your strong point in your speech is sarcasm." Then I was like, "Sarcasm? What? That sarcasm? It's weird." I was confused. Was it either a compliment or an insult, actually? Because sarcasm is not actually something good to be said about someone. Anyways, but for when I was researching for doing the speech, I searched up online a lot of guides, a lot of examples, and they say that the icebreaker speech is supposed to be an introductory speech about oneself, about maybe family, profession, hobbies, social life. I have none, so it's fine.
Social life. Social life.
Marital status.
None.
I'm so single, non-existent. But today, I'm not going to be talking about my dog's favorite chew toy or which Blackpink member is my favorite.
Yay.
I'm going to be talking about a characteristic trait that's basically essential for great success in our lives. In the beginning, you may have heard me say, "With great power comes great responsibility." But then you heard my evaluator say the title, "With great responsibility comes great power," huh? Someone did a typo? Or I was drunk last night or something while doing it? But no. The saying by Uncle Ben from Spider-Man in 2003 or 4, when I was still 4 years old probably, was great power comes great responsibility. But the opposite, which is great responsibility comes with great power, is also valid as well. My bad.
Okay.
So what is responsibility? As a child, I've always been said to be responsible, take responsibility for your actions. But what is it actually, responsibility? Let's break it down. Responsibility as a noun is your accountability and reliability as a person to be entrusted with something far greater than you actually have by others. For an example, in real life cases, Steve Jobs in America or Nadiem Makarim in Indonesia, they were individuals entrusted with great responsibility, great power, aka money. And if you ask me how many money, a lot of money were entrusted into them, into developing their ideas. And what did they do? They utilized that money and that trust and made something that's profitable, a profitable idea which brought great success and profitability to them, the investors, to society, etc. So, for them, responsibility was given in capital resources, and they delivered it with flying colors. So, in my opinion, responsibility, just like integrity or persistence, is a very important trait that we all need to strongly hold. As if you're seen as a responsible person, other people will entrust you with great power as well. That is all from me. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. That's
So
really
in
confident.
Toastmasters, for every new member that have speak about their has present their first speech, we have to do standing ovation.
I thought you were going to say that they will be given, some gold bar. Just wishful thinking, my
Nanti transfer ya.
thinking out
Oh
loud.
yeah. Yeah, he has the potential to be there.
Actually, that's what happened to me as well. I was defined as a sarcastic person. I could not discern whether they're just being, honest, or I was really being sarcastic. Well, much different. Okay, so for the next prepared speech.